Hey, welcome back in, all you DPC rebels. It's Dr. Shane, just ready to get back into it. Another chance to hang out with you guys on a Friday 5-minute magic tip. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a great holiday this week. Looking forward to a great weekend. College football's back, so I'm really enjoying some of that action. So it's been fun. We're going to wind up a little series we've been doing on the basics of employer health plans. This is part 5 on this session. Last week we did PBMs, talking about that a little bit, so go back and check that out. There's a whole series on these videos, so you maybe want to work through some of those. And I'm going to tell you about another little event that you can take part in with the DPC Alliance. You may be watching this and it's already gone by, but you can always go back and try to catch that video sometime. I'm going to spend some time with a benefits advisor and talking about some of the these same messages about the employer healthcare plans. So today the topic is Employer Retirement Income Security Act, or ERISA, ERISA, Employer Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. And you're like, what in the world? I don't know what you're talking about. Who's this ERISA person? So it's just something you may hear about when you're dealing with self-funded employers. Sometimes you'll even hear brokers or advisors talk about an ERISA plan or ERISA covered plan. So just wanted you guys to at least hear that term and get an idea of basically what that is when you're dealing with self-funded plans. Let me throw this up on the screen real quick for you so you can see this information. And let me kick this out right here to make it easier for you guys to see. So Employer Retirement Income Security Act 1974 is a federal law passed in 74 intended to protect private sector employees' retirement and healthcare plans. So when we are doing 401ks or a self-funded type healthcare plan, that's a lot of money. So if you have 1,000 employees and they're all funding these retirement plans or a healthcare plan, somebody has to be really smart with that money, or they can just waste it or give it to their cousin who's going to invest that money. And so this law is intended to protect and regulate those plans, so employers would do the right thing with the money and protect employees. So employers have a fiduciary responsibility to protect that money and invest it right, do it right. As far as 401ks, you should be protecting that money for the employee's retirement. And as far as healthcare plans, self-funded plans, you should be doing the best you can do to use that money wisely. And recently there's actually been several lawsuits coming out now for self-funded employers that, huge employers, that employees are saying that they're not using their healthcare dollars wisely. They're spending too much money on medications, too much money on services, too much money on hospital bills, and they're not doing their fiduciary responsibility to protect employees' income and the money. So it's very interesting to see where this may move to in the future. Pretty much all self-funded plans fall under the ERISA regulations, so that's why you may hear that from time to time. And there's a lot of rules and regulations and things you got to follow to make these plans work. And that's why you need a really good benefits advisor to help you do this. Most self-funded folks are not managing these self-funded plans on their own. Very rarely would you have a large employer that would totally do self-funded on their own. So benefits advisors is sort of the last little topic we'll touch on as we wrap up this series on employer health plans. So benefits advisors, to me, are professionals who work specifically for employers to create plans for all kind of benefits, but in our discussion more about the self-funded type healthcare plans. They connect all these plans, connect the TPAs, connect it to stop-loss insurance, connect all the PBMs, and they're looking out for the best interest of the employer and the employees, and they're paid by the employer to do this work. You may also hear the term a broker, an insurance broker. Those are really more people who are dealing with BUCA, non-self-funded type plans. They're selling you the big Blue Cross Blue Shield, the big Cigna type plans, and they get commissions and paid by the insurance company to go and sell those plans. So they, sort of like DPC. If you're primary care and you're working for an insurance company, who are you really working for, the patient or are you working for the insurance company? So brokers who are just selling those big plans, they're just trying to get the commissions and get what they can. So you want to really work for a benefits advisor that's working outside of those plans, that's working for self-funded, that really has the best interests of the employees and employer at hand. And they will have to follow these rules of ERISA to do that mostly. So hopefully this is some good tips for you on what, if you heard the term ERISA, and just think about that as you move forward. Hopefully these tips have been helpful, and go back and look through some of the other videos on that. Pick up my book if you want to. There's a lot of this information in my book as well. You can find that at dpcmagic.com, dpcmagic.com. There's a little code right there that you can click up to as well. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I will put a little link in the show notes to check out a DPC Alliance event that I'm doing with a benefits advisor, Christy Gupton. If you're interested in getting some more information, maybe having some question and answer time, it's going to be done this week with the DPC Alliance. So check that out if you can. You guys have a great one. It's been awesome spending some time with you. I hope to be back next week